Welcome to the Weekday Report for Friday, May 16th. I'm Tracy Pelishek. Here's a brief look at the news. Gateway Technical College President Bryan Albrecht is not going anywhere. Albrecht said Thursday that he had taken himself out of the running for the chancellor's position at UW-Stout. His announcement came as the Gateway Board voted on a retention package that will provide Albrecht with an annual salary and retirement annuity increases of $10,000 a year for the next 5 years. But he doesn't get the money unless he remains in the job for that entire period. Albrecht said he's committed to Gateway and does plan to stay. City officials are still debating how to make improvements to 104th Avenue and other roads. 104th borders both Kenosha and Summers and is in disrepair due to the long winter. Alderman David Bugdala has authored a plan that would free up money in Kenosha's budget for the project, but so far the idea has not caught on with fellow aldermen. Other city council members want to hold off until they know for certain whether Summers will contribute to the project. The Summers Town Board will soon vote on whether to cost share the project with the city. John Alia has never been to Italy, and his wife Ida hasn't been there since she immigrated to the United States in 1960. But every semester, Italy comes to them in the form of exchange students from Calabria, the region where John and Ida's families originated. The Alias were honored recently for their support of UW Parkside's Italian Student Exchange Program. The couple, who live in Kenosha and own Salute Italian Restaurant in downtown Racine, frequently invite students to their home and restaurant. Bill Guida visited a downtown spot for this week's Fix It feature. Here's his report.
Missing chunks of concrete and visible deterioration inside this parking ramp at the corner of 57th Street and 7th Avenue in Kenosha triggered concerns for a would-be parker, fearing for her safety. So she turned around, exited the garage, and called Fix It, worried that pieces of concrete might be breaking off, falling, and potentially endangering anybody on foot or in a car inside the parking ramp. Paul McDonough, who owns the parking ramp and the former bank across the street to which the ramp is attached by way of a skywalk, said he and his maintenance workers are aware of the deterioration that has taken place in spots. McDonough said the deterioration and disrepair, which includes exposed rebar in places and missing joint caulking in others, poses no danger to the public and will be repaired this summer. He expects work to be completed by sometime in August. This is Bill Guida reporting for Fix It and your Kenosha News.
Thanks, Bill. The Kenosha News Match Game Bowling Tournament continued Thursday night. Mike Johnson has the story.
Scott Hartnell was congratulated after capturing the senior men's division title in the Kenosha News Match Game Bowling Tournament at Sheridan Lanes Thursday. It's Hartnell's third overall match game title. Defending senior men's champion Ed Seeliga, meanwhile, finished second Thursday. The tournament concludes this evening with the final night of the men's division. Mike Johnson, Kenosha News.
What's trending today? What do you think of the Gateway Board's decision to offer President Bryan Albrecht more money to stay? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Diane Giles with Voices on the Street.
It's been a little rainy this week, but hey, rain, that's what makes all our flowers and plants grow. This is Diane Giles, and I came out to Stein's Garden Center this afternoon to ask people, what have you got growing in your garden this year? And this is what they have to say.
I am planting replacements for everything that our harsh winter killed in my garden. And there were lots of things.
Just about everything, because I have a raised garden. It's an 8x16, and of course it's a unique one because I have a peach tree right in the middle of it. And so then I plant wax beans and green beans and zucchinis.
This year, basically planting flowers for butterflies and hummingbirds. So I've got the wild Wisconsin I'm picking out, and they like bee balm, anything tubular for hummingbirds.
Thanks, Diane. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Diane Giles has this week's Sunday Choice feature on Kenosha Firsts. And our series of interviews with local higher education leaders continues Monday with Parkside Chancellor Deborah Ford. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Tracy Pelishek with the Weekday Report.